January 9th, Expire Security Show. We've had a couple of days to ruminate on what's going on and research all the different websites that we have in a security news analyzed web pages. So I wanted to discuss with you the CES show. There was FTC. The chairwoman Edith Ramirez opening remarks at the CES show earlier this week. We are told in 2015 the world will have 25 billion connected devices. The number of smart home devices which will reach nearly 25 billion. And the smart home devices, 25 million, but all the connected devices will be 25 billion. That's from a report of the Cisco, of the Internet of Things. But she also warns that we've also been warned that in 2015 will be the year we start hearing about smart home hacking, among other hackings. So what I wanted to truly focus on is that she finishes with, as is evident here this week, companies are investing billions of dollars in this growing industry. They should also make appropriate investments in privacy and security. Then she mentions that you should have security by design. Security by design. That is what you should have. So that is our news of the day. So let's move to the tip of the day. All right, so in tip of the day, I wanted to re-emphasize the vulnerability assessment and what its role is in security architecture of your network. So remember here we got in my little model of how a hacker does their thing, you scan first, then you do vulnerability assessment, then the hacker will penetrate, exploit, and control your machine. So this whole process is designed to control your machine. And I don't know, from the previous videos, where I've got more information. So in a vulnerability assessment, find a hack that affects applications, like, for example, a web server, port 80. Then I will find all the Internet Explorer, Internet Information Service 7.0, which has a vulnerability ABC. So then with a scan, I found 1100 port 80 systems. So now I will find which one of them are vulnerable. All right, let's go over that again real fast. I know I did that real fast. So first of all, the hacker will scan all the machines that he wants. So maybe they scanned your systems and they found out they'll do some recon. They'll find that for some reason they're interested in the industry that you are in. Let's pick on healthcare first for today. So all right, so healthcare, all the healthcare, they're going to find out where all these IP addresses are, so they can do that through through recon. That's part of the scanning methodology. This little diagram was also from the Mandiant report, which pointed out how the Chinese hacked all our machines. And you know, they've got like 4 indictments at the FBI on those 4 Chinese hackers. So they first do is scan. Then they'll do an initial compromise and they'll establish a foothold. So before they do that initial compromise, they've got to do a vulnerability assessment. So part of that recon is the vulnerability assessment. So in the vulnerability assessment, for example, I'm going to find all the web servers, which means port 80. Which machines have port 80 open? So I found the 1,000 machines with that have websites and in the healthcare industry. So then I will check those web servers. So everything that responded with a port 80, I now know. So I have a list of that. So now I will check to see all those web servers, to see which ones are Internet Information Server 7.0, which I know has vulnerability ABC. So then I will know that my scan found 1,100 port 80 systems which have the vulnerability ABC. So which potentially have the vulnerability ABC. So now I'm going to do an assessment. I will try to assess which of those 1,100 systems have IIS 7.0. So to do that, I'm going to use different tools like wget to try to find out. I'm going to grab the banner of the web server. So once I do that, then I know which ones are port 80, IIS 7.0, and then I will be able to do my next point, which is penetrate and exploit. So once I have all that information, I can then penetrate and exploit your machines. So what you need to do is obviously create, instead of waiting for the criminal hackers to attack you, you need to create your own assessment. That's what you need to do. Sorry, I wanted to introduce my myself in here, and you need to do it. You need to create your own vulnerability assessment in this process, so that way with your ethical hacker, so that way you can fix the problems that they will find. Okay, that's my tip of the day. Until next time, we'll have more shows soon. Keep an eye out on the website and the various methods that I have. Also, give us a call at 314-504-3974. Thanks.